Hello, good morning. I'm so excited to be here. If we haven't met yet before, my name is Karolina Rzadkowska, and I am an alcohol-free life coach and author of the book Euphoric Ditch Alcohol and Gain a Happier, More Confident You. I've been working in this space for almost 4 years now, and I truly believe that changing your relationship with alcohol is the most empowering thing you could ever do. And that's not often the story we tell ourselves. It's not often what we see in movies or shows or from people we've heard of. But that's what I fundamentally believe, and that it is not only the most empowering choice that you can make, but it is often reserved for the most intuitive people. So just by being here, I want to applaud you. You are intuitive, you are wise, you are brave. And today I really want to talk about how alcohol lowers your vibration. Now, if you're a student of personal growth or if you're into spirituality, there's this idea called the law of attraction. The law of attraction basically posits that our thoughts and our feelings attract other things into our life. So, for example, if someone is always complaining, everything is a complaint, like there was traffic on the way to work and, the dinner was a little burnt and their boss was rude that day. Basically, they're in this negative vibration. And because they're always complaining, they will continue to bring more negative things into their life. Now, you can believe in the woo of that. You can believe that it's actually energetics attracting things to each other. Or a really also simple logical explanation for that is basically, okay, well, in a life, in a day, right, we have so much stimuli coming into us all the time. In fact, it's around 11 million bits of information at any one time, right? 11 million. Now, our brain cannot capture 11 million bits of information in 1 second or a minute or whatever, right? It can capture around 50 things at most, right? So we are constantly selecting what to focus on. We are constantly filtering what we're going to choose to pay attention to, right? So the person who's complaining about the traffic on the way to work, what they miss is maybe the beautiful wildflowers on the side of the freeway, right? The person who's complaining that their dinner was burnt is missing the fact that their spouse actually cared enough for them to make a dinner in the first place, right? The person who's complaining that their boss was rude to them is also missing the fact that they've worked years to get to the point that they've gotten and that this is like the dream that they had when they were younger, right? Every single day we have a choice on what we're going to choose to focus on because we can't actually focus on everything. So the life you live is not the reality. It's not like the exact way things have to be. You've chosen what to believe. You've chosen what to filter through into your brain. Your brain distorts it, your brain filters it, your brain selects, right? So from that logical explanation, you could see that someone who's always focused on the negative will always bring in more negative because even if something good happens to them the next day, they're going to choose to find the negative in it. Do you see what I mean, right? Now let's take the opposite example. Someone who's always grateful, someone who's always looking for blessings, right? I might have some traffic on the way to work, but actually, it gives me a lot of time to sit with this podcast I've been meaning to listen, and I have a great time listening to this podcast, right? Maybe I have like a weird email that comes through, but instead of taking it negatively, I take the other four emails that were positive and I get super excited about that, right? And, because I'm in such a good state, because I'm thinking positively, because my feelings are high, I'm attracting new blessings into my life, and my brain is choosing to focus on them and select them instead of choosing to focus on the negative. And so, because I'm in such a great mood, not only am I obviously choosing to focus and select the things that are positive in my life and keep reinforcing that, but because you're in such a good mood, you're also someone who's really primed to take advantage of opportunities. So say that negative person, negative Nancy, like, maybe she gets an opportunity in front of her to like launch a business, but she talks herself out of it because she's like, "We'll never work and things always fail and I'm not good enough and all this stuff." So she actually talks herself out of it. Whereas positive Pam, she doesn't talk herself out of the business opportunity because she's always seeing the positive in things, right? So when you're in this negative, low energy state, you are not taking risks. You're not seizing opportunities. Miracles are not happening for you because one, you're literally not focusing on them. And two, you're not open to them. You're blocking them. You're seriously blocking them with your own mindset. And so positive Pam has a different experience. Positive Pam, not only is she focusing on the good, she's focusing on what she's grateful for, she's super open to new opportunities and blessings to come in her life. Now, there's this really cool analogy about the law of attraction that I just really love. And it's this idea that imagine that you went out of your way to get a really good gift for your best friend. Like your best friend mentioned something like a year ago about maybe a childhood show she used to love or something, and you go out of your way to find this object, and it's super special, and it took you a lot of time to find it, and you're just so excited to give it to her. You cannot wait for her to just feel so happy and to just show how much you care for her. And you give her the gift, and she's like, "Oh, what is this?" And she's like, "Okay, thank you." And then she basically tosses it after that. Now that's going to be heartbreaking, right? It's going to be super heartbreaking, and you're going to be like, that was rude of her, right? But at the same time, it's also going to teach you something. It's going to teach you maybe your best friend's not someone to get really special gifts for. Maybe she really doesn't acknowledge and appreciate them in her life, right? And I'm sure you've experienced this before in a past gift giving situation. Now imagine that the universe feels the same way about you. Imagine that it's giving you blessings all the time in your life. It's giving you a beautiful house to live in. It's giving you a job that makes money. It's giving you the introspection to be able to change and make different choices. It's just giving you all these blessings. And every single blessing, you're just like, what is this? And then you toss it out, and then you choose to focus on the negative thing instead, right? So the universe is going to be like, all right, we're not going to keep giving this person gifts, right? It doesn't make any sense for us. They don't appreciate it, right? And so that can really help explain why it's so good to always be in a positive state. Not always, obviously. It's really good to feel your feelings. And in my book, I really go over processes to process emotions, but to be in a higher vibration, to be in a state of gratitude, to actually look out for the good things happening to you and being open to opportunities. So why does alcohol have anything to do with this? Well, if you're into the law of energetics, if you're into the law of attraction, if you're into manifestation, alcohol inherently lowers your vibration. And your vibration is just the word that these people use to be able to categorize your feelings that day and your thoughts that day, right? So instead of being in a good one or a negative one, right? A low vibration is really that negative person, that negative Nancy, whereas a high vibration is someone like positive Pam. And so when you are in that low vibration, again, you're blocking yourself to opportunities, and you're really allowing yourself just to focus on the negative in your life. So, why does alcohol lower your vibe so much? Well, I don't know. Do I have to really spell it out? I mean, let's just imagine I drank over the weekend. I wake up on Monday morning basically feeling like crap. Not only do I toss and turn all night, but like I actually just berate myself, right? Like this again, like I can't believe I'm here again. I can't sleep. I don't feel good. I don't want to go to work today. This sucks. Like why am I keep doing this to myself, right? I'm not only having a negative experience in the way that I feel, I'm also talking so meanly to myself. It's such a negative experience, right? And I wake up and I get in the shower and I try to trudge through and I get in the car and I go to work, and it's just a sucky day, right? Like there's no changing it. Like that mood is going to carry out for the rest of the day. And I'm in a super low vibration state. And now this like low vibration state is literally any day after you drink. And now even if it's like not that heavy drinking and maybe you just had a few, even just one glass of wine will lower your REM sleep, and it will lower your mood because alcohol actually lowers your dopamine levels after the initial buzz, and it lowers your other happiness neurotransmitters, and it also pumps out all these stress hormones. So neurologically, biologically, right? Like it is highly likely that the next day your mood will be lower than had you not drank. And so that lowers your feelings, and it lowers your vibe, and it lowers your ability to manifest the things you want in your life. Now, how many days a week are you waking up like this, right? So, for me, it was at least half, right? Like I drink around the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was waking up with these negative feelings. Obviously, I wasn't manifesting the life of my dreams, right? I was so blocked to my intuition. I was so blocked to little signs and gifts from the universe. It's not like I was always focused on the negative necessarily. I was still quite an optimistic person, but I was blocked to opportunity, right? I was not manifesting the gifts of my soul and my purpose. And so alcohol lowers your vibe. Alcohol lowers the blessings that are going to come into your life because you are energetically not in a place to receive them. If you drink too much, for example, and you wake up the next day and you berate yourself, it's almost as if you also believe you're not worthy, you believe you're not good enough, you failed yourself, you recriminate yourself. And from that energetic state, like you actually believe that you don't deserve good things, right? And so why would good things come to you if you don't believe you deserve them? There's this great analogy that like sometimes when we're changing our money mindset, for example, which also is very complicated, a lot of times we grow up with this really negative image of rich people. We think that they're just stuck up or snobs or just greedy or whatever. And so when you then are an adult and you're trying to create wealth in your life and you want to become more wealthy, your subconscious won't allow you to become the thing you hate. So you will sabotage yourself from actually becoming that thing, right? And so the same thing happens with alcohol and your energy. Like you are berating yourself, you are telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm a failure, whatever it is. You're not going to like rise above that and magically become the queen of your universe that day. You know what I mean? You are going to stay in that low energy state and you're not going to be looking out for those opportunities and those blessings into your life. Part of I think the magic of the law of attraction and manifestation is you have to be really in tune with your intuition. You really have to be in tune with these nudges, also these signs that we get from the universe or God, whatever word you use to describe it, whatever you feel guides you in life, right? We are like blocked off from those kinds of things. So when I had this nudge, for example, to write this book, Euphoric, I remember I was watching a sunset and this word euphoric came to me. And I literally could have just ignored the nudge. I could have just drank that night and just been like, oh, that was just like a crazy idea. I can't do that, right? None of this would have happened for me. I would have never written the book. I would have never launched the business. I would have never helped so many women change their relationships with alcohol. I had to listen to that nudge. I had to make space for the nudge and honor it. How many nudges are you getting every single day or every single week or every single month and just ignoring them because alcohol doesn't allow you to be in a state to receive them, right? Your intuition goes sky high when you change your relationship with alcohol because in the first place, your intuition is the one telling you to change your relationship with alcohol. And as long as you don't listen to it, as long as that you're like in a battle with your intuition, she's not going to give you other messages to listen to, right? Like you're not even listening to her on this one. So like to first just listen to your intuition and finally say like, yes, I need to just really go deep into this and really make the change. And it's not about whether you drink or not. I'm not talking about that, but I'm saying like really commit to actually making the mindset changes, right? Not the habit changes, the mindset changes. That's when you listen to your intuition and she's like, oh my God, yes, you're on our side. You're on my side. I'm going to continue giving you messages and you're going to live such a wild life because you're not alone. You're being guided. Something is always telling you the next right step to take. But when you block that intuition, you're not going to hear it. You're not going to know, and you're going to go on living with the flow. And they say that living with the flow sometimes is a good thing, right? You know what lives with the flow? Dead fish in a river, right? You have to be an active agent in your life. You have to be intentional about the things you do and the things you create. Otherwise, it's just going to be like, maybe I'm in this career, maybe I get a promotion, maybe not, maybe I just keep dealing with my stress without, like, it's just going to be inertia that controls your life, not your own desires, not your own will, not your own ambitions, not your own empowerment, right? And so alcohol lowers your vibe because even when you do the things that manifestation calls for, like affirmations or visualization or, listening to podcasts that really help you with that, if you're interested in it, alcohol blocks that energy. Alcohol literally blocks it. Not only does it do it in a neurochemical way by literally lowering your ability to feel happy, but it also blocks it because obviously it's something that you wish was different in your life and keeps going back to the old way, the old pattern. And when you keep falling into the old pattern, you start believing that there is no change for you, that the past will always equal the future instead of, no, the past doesn't equal the future, right? So I hope that can be like a cool like introduction into like both manifestation, the law of attraction, and how alcohol really lowers your vibration. And trust me, listen to your intuition on this. Even if you've already taken breaks from alcohol before or you're already in a break, commit to resolving your relationship with it. Commit to getting full freedom from it. Do not stop until you get full freedom from it. Even if you're 2 months alcohol free, but you're still kind of like, I don't know about socializing or vacation, commit to continue doing the work and you will find multiple blessings and opportunities and miracles on the other side. I promise you. The universe is giving you this challenge and this problem to overcome for a reason. You will find so many miracles on the other side. Just trust yourself, trust the process, trust your intuition, and keep taking action out of faith, not fear. Take action out of faith. Believe that the next thing is possible for you. So I hope that was a helpful explanation, and I'll see you next week.